Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. A lesson will be entitled, Get Your House in Order, with audio and video. Lord will, you are edified. Video was inspired by spiritual comments made by Apostle Tahar. His platform, What is the 666 Mark II GMS Truth? Subscribe and be constantly edified in the spirit. His video entitled Response Gorilla Hebrew and Sakari Recap. Are they all doing suspect sex things?
Anyway, the dude, he left the truth, so to speak, but he was getting with different men. If you're in the camp, you're a young man, you got a woman, your woman texts you what we're gonna do later on, or I'm gonna take you out to eat, or we're gonna go see this movie, after camp, maybe at 9 o'clock or whatever. So this guy will be talking to different dudes about getting together, going on dates. And you can't, you look at it, dude. There's a thing called down low. See, down low men do this freaky shit. They want to. It's called role play. I'm gonna play the woman, and my wife is gonna play the man. And she gonna wear a suit and a tie. And she gonna come home from work, and she gonna whip my ass, and then she gonna strap on she gonna strap the pickle on. This shit is fucking embarrassing, man. If I was doing this shit, I would get my house in order. I will get my house in order. The stress.
You heard that ding when he said that the second time? When he made that comment the second time. So, what is the spiritual meaning when things are done in twos? Oh, man. Genesis 41 and 32. And for that, the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice. Now, this is Joseph explaining the vision that came to Pharaoh from Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah. Again, Genesis 41 and 32. And for that, the dream was doubled in twos unto Pharaoh twice. It is because the thing is established by the Most High, and the Most High will shortly bring it to pass. Okay. Another point. We heard a ding when he made that comment the second time. Mark 16 and verse 19. So then, after the Lord Yahushua had spoken unto them, he was received up into heaven via a chariot and sat on the right hand of the Most High, functioning as our high priest. Verse 20. And they went forth the apostles and preached the apostles everywhere, the Lord Yahushua working with them and confirming the word with signs following Tawab. In the case of Apostle Tahar, the Lord Yahushua working with him and confirming the word, what he said After the second time, with signs following, we heard a ding to Wob.
The rest of the fucking story, bro. And when you think about offering yourself, this is the time to do it. This is some wicked, this is some old, even Edomites would do it, but then.
So Apostle Tahar just explained the concept of getting your house in order. This is the audio. Let's watch a visual. Comes from the movie Godfather 2. Don't worry about anything, Frankie. Fair use. Let me speed it up a little bit. Frankie became an informant. However, Michael outsmarted him by bringing his brother to the hearing from Sicily. Frankie changed his mind because his brother wasn't with that. The snitching, him becoming an informant. So again, he changed his mind, okay? He didn't testify against Mike or Michael. So Michael sent who? Tom, okay? And Tom was like the lawyer for the family. And at this time frame, he was acting as a counselor to Michael.
It's gonna be okay, Frankie, don't worry.
Did my brother go back?
Yeah, don't worry.
He's 10 times tougher than me, my brother. He's old-fashioned.
He didn't even want to go out to dinner, he just wanted to go straight home.
That's my brother. And there's nothing could get him away from that 2-mule town. It could have been big here.
So Michael used his brother as leverage to prevent him from testifying against him.
He had his own family. Tom, what do I do now?
Frankie. You were always interested in politics, history? I remember you talking about Hitler back in 33.
I still read a lot. I got good stuff in there.
You were around the old-timers who dreamed of how the family should be organized, how they based it on the old Roman legions and called them regimes, the capos and the soldiers. And it worked.
Yeah, it worked. Those were great old days, you know? And we was like the Roman Empire. Corleone family was like the Roman Empire.
It was once. Thank you. When a plot against the emperor failed, plotters were always given a chance to let the families keep their fortunes.
Yeah, but only the rich guys, Tom. The little guys, they got knocked off, and all their estates went to the emperors. Unless they went home and killed themselves, then nothing happened. And their families.
Did you catch what he said?
Taken care of, Tom.
That was a good break. Nice deal.
Yeah. They went home and sat in a hot bath, opened up their veins, and bled to death. And sometimes they had a little party before they did it.
Don't worry about anything, Frankie Fabregas.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks.
get your house in order.
Adios.
With Ashley's next.
And if you are familiar with Godfather 2, you know what happened next. Let's go to Matthew chapter 27 and verse 1 in the NLT. Very early in the morning, the leading priest, or the chief priest, and the elders of the Israelites met again to lay plans for putting Yahushua to death. Then they bound him, led him away, and took him to Pilate, the Roman governor. When Judas, who had betrayed him, realized that Yahushua had been condemned to die, he was filled with remorse. Satan was no longer possessing him. So he took the 30 pieces of silver back to the leading priests and the elders. I have sinned, he declared, for I have betrayed an innocent man. What do we care? They retorted. That's your problem. Verse 5. Then Judas threw the silver coins down in the temple and went out and hanged himself. This is what that means. Getting your house in order. Okay? Make sure your family's good. You get things in order. Because the event is spoken of in Matthew 27 and verse 5, and on Godfather 2. We did not see the scene, but Frankie did something as well. They found him in a tub with his wrist slit. So getting your house in order is about just making sure everything is taken care of, instructions are made, everything is laid out before you do something. And we all know what that something is. Apostle Tahar said it. Lord will, this was an edifying video. Shalom.